back to my channel. If you are new here, hey, how are you? What's up? Don't forget to click that subscribe button down below so you can be part of our fam and you never miss any of our fun videos. So today is another Foundation Friday. I was debating to do this one or not just because the foundation that I have, because I order online, the way it looked online, it does not look like the same color in person. Like, it's much lighter. But I'm also going to try the liquid version of this foundation. If you read the title, you would know that today we are doing the Flesh Stick Foundation. Also, look at how tiny this is. It's cute, but like, this is tiny. I got this on sale. The Flesh products are all on sale at Ulta currently, but beforehand they were like, I think a foundation is like $16 or $20. So, But I got this in an Applestuddle, which is shade 16, and it looks like it's gonna be probably too light for me. So I'm gonna try to mix in some of my drops, just because if I don't want to use another stick foundation and that kind of alters the way that this foundation actually is. This shouldn't alter it, but because this is a stick and this is a liquid, I don't know how well this is going to work out. So today we're going to actually use our E.l.f. poreless putty primer. I told you guys in Foundation Fridays I'm going to stick to using pretty much the same primers and concealers. I either use the Milk primer or the E.l.f. one, just because I know that these two always work for whatever foundations I'm using. And then I do have drugstore options, but I've just been using my Too Faced concealers because they work really well. I did the Dewy Photo Focus foundation from Wet n Wild. I actually used the primer that one came with. So the foundation does kind of have a primer that it goes with or a concealer that it goes with. I try to buy those options, but most of the time I'm just trying to test out the foundation. So I'm actually here. So like I said, we have the Flesh ThickStick foundation. This one's in the shade 16 Applestuddle. This says ThickStick is a foundation, concealer, or in a darker shade, a contour, but it doesn't firm your skin. It says scribble it on directly and blend it out with your fingers, sponge, or a brush. And that's really all it says about it. I don't know what it means by it doesn't firm your skin. Yeah, this is the shade. Way too light for me, I already know. Oh yeah. But that's okay. And we're doing a pretty natural look today. It is pretty creamy, I will say right off the bat. Like, I'm not having to tug real hard to get product to come out. It's just nicely applying. It does feel a little thick, which is also another reason I'm kind of surprised that it's so creamy and applying so gently. But we're going for a more natural look today because, like I said, I'm gonna go outside and walk my dog and like do errands around the house. There's no need for a full beat. And then I'm just gonna do a little bit of this. This is not usually how I use the drops. I like to mix them in, but again, this is a stick foundation, so. So I'm gonna do one side with a sponge and then one side with a flat top brush. So we'll do the sponge side first. Alright, so this is the side blended out. It's honestly not bad. I would say the color is off because, like I said, I got it too light, but it looks really like natural on my skin. It doesn't really look like much of anything is on my face, really. So then we're gonna try the brush side. Alright, so this is the brush. Honestly, there's not really a whole lot of difference, but I think I do prefer the sponge side. I don't really know, but I am gonna apply another layer just to see how well this builds up. Obviously, we're gonna have to mix our drops back in because, like I said, this is way too light. And I think just because this is in such a light shade, I'm actually gonna use this as my concealer today. So this is 2 layers. On camera, for some reason, it's looking pretty weird. In person, it actually matches me perfectly, obviously because I added in these drops. It's like the perfect foundation color for me. It is buildable, but it still does look a lot like skin. I'm gonna go in just in the places that I would normally highlight. We're gonna use this as our concealer. It's so creamy. And I'm just gonna go in on that E.l.f. Halo setting powder. So I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and just kind of dip into whatever's in the cap of that powder and do it over my face. I usually don't set all of my face like this, but because this is like a stick foundation, it's more cream base. It's a little more tacky and sticky than normal foundations. So I just want to make sure that everything has a fighting chance to last as long as possible. I'm going to go with the Colourpop blush stick in Aloha. Do this right on the apples of my cheeks. A little bit on my nose. Just gonna blend it out with my finger. Then for highlighter, we're gonna use our E.l.f. highlight in 24K Gold. I like this highlight. I know this highlight was kind of getting bad reps from people. Thought they didn't like it and whatnot, but more like a natural kind of glow. I really like that. It's so real. Off camera real quick to finish the rest of my face, and then I'll be back. Alright, so this is the finished look with brows, lashes, just mascara, and then a quick lip. Also, don't mind my hair. Today is Sunday, which is the day I usually refresh my curls. First impression thoughts on this foundation. I actually really do like it. I did not have high hopes for Flush just because, I don't know. I guess because people were talking about how their products were like so little for such an expensive like price tag. So I just kind of thought like, I don't know, I'm not interested in the brand. Nothing against the brand. I just know that people were saying that their products are so tiny and you pay like on average like anywhere from $16 to $30 for products. So yeah, I don't really know what I thought this is gonna be, but I'm actually super impressed. I don't think this is a like wow factor foundation. It's not anything we haven't seen before, especially from a stick foundation. It's nothing like extra special, but I do think it is a really nice foundation. I'm interested to see how well this lasts because this is a cream based foundation and it's on the thicker side, so I feel like it has the potential to really build up around my nose area, which usually happens with foundations, but I feel like because this is so thick and creamy that this is definitely going to build up here, and especially since I'm going to the gym, it's probably going to wear away on some parts. Like I don't think it's going to hold up with sweat, but I could be wrong. So yeah, right now it's like 5:30 I think. I'll check the time after this and I'll put a timestamp, and then I'll probably be back around 10 o'clock maybe, just because I want to at least give you guys like 5 or so hours to really see what we got going on. This is what we're looking like right now. Everything looks really good, really natural. So far, I do think this is dry skin friendly, and I'll keep you updated on what it's looking like by the end of the night. Alright guys, so we're back for the last part of this video, and that is to give you my final review and to show you what our wear test is looking like. I'm gonna say right off the bat, just I'm looking at my face, everything still looks really good. It still looks really fresh and glowy. I know right here it looks like I'm real sweaty, and I mean it's not wet or anything, so I'm not real sure what that is about. I mean I have been running errands, but I haven't really been doing much. I ended up not going to the gym just because I'm gonna do an at-home workout because I forgot to tell you, it's 10:30. We have had this makeup on since 4:30, so I've had this on for a good 6 hours. As you guys know, I like to do wear tests for at least 8 hours because that's the minimum amount of time that most people wear their makeup. But like I said, it's 10:30. I'm ready for bed. I'm not going to the gym because I'm too scared to go to the gym with makeup on just because I know that it's really bad for your skin. And ever since Clinique discontinued my favorite cleanser, my skin has been acting up, hence this breakout that I've had for like going on 2 weeks now, I think. So I'm trying to just not even tempt my skin because it's gonna get real disrespectful. So I just ended up not going to the gym. I'm just gonna take this off and probably do an at-home workout tonight. Like I said at the beginning of this, my skin still looks really good and it looks really glowy, which I'm super surprised about because the foundation didn't say anything about being dewy or luminous or anything like that. And I have dry skin, so I do not get oily or anything at all throughout the day. So this like shine from within, I don't really know where it's coming from because it's like right here in my T-zone. And I don't own blotting sheets because I don't get oily, but I'm just gonna take a tissue. Like there's nothing on this tissue. Like, I'm really trying to press it. The only thing up there is some makeup. Like there's no sweat or oil or anything. So I'm gonna say that I really enjoy this for dry skin. Obviously I'm gonna have to go up like 2 or 3 shades because Applestuddle is not my perfect match by any means. So I think in the liquid foundation, I think I got the shade Coconut, which is, I think it's gonna be a better match for me. But I'm gonna say that I don't think this is for my oily girls. I don't think this is for you, just because if my dry Sahara Desert skin looks like this for only 5 hours, I feel like this is definitely gonna break up for you and your oils are gonna come through. Like I like the way it looks because my dry skin don't ever look this glowy. So I prefer this kind of look for a foundation, but I don't think if you have oily skin, I don't think you're gonna love this. Unless of course, you know, you use a good oil control or mattifying primer and a really nice mattifying powder, maybe you can get it to work, but just on its own, I don't think it's very oily skin type friendly. But I do really enjoy this. My makeup, like I said, it still looks really good. There's little dog hairs on my face, but it looks really good. And today I went for a more natural look. We did a cream blush, we did a little bit of highlight, natural brows. I didn't clean them up or carve them out or anything. We just did some really light mascara. I didn't do any bronzer, anything crazy. I just went for a natural kind of everyday look. And I really like this. Like it looks really good. I'm super impressed. So this foundation for me with my dry skin is definitely I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 because the application was really good. It was nice and creamy. I didn't have to like struggle to get it to apply. It just went on really smooth. It blended out really well. It looks nice, it wears nice, and there's buildup around my nose, but it's really on this side, so it didn't build up too bad. But again, like I mentioned earlier, that happens to me 9 times out of 10 with most foundation. I get buildup around my nose, but it didn't settle into my fine lines as bad. Probably with like another 2 or 3 hours, it would probably really start to settle, because that's what happens to me. And because also this is a cream based foundation, so this is kind of thick, so it probably will crease a bit in my fine lines. But like I said, the creasing in my fine lines and the building up around my nose a little bit is super normal. It happens with like 95% of my foundation, so it's nothing that I'm like, oh, I hate that. But yeah, I really like the way this looks. This is so nice. So if you have dry skin and you haven't tried this, or if you have oily or combo skin and you have tried it and you like it or you don't like it, let me know, because I personally am thoroughly impressed with the Flesh Stick foundation. I did not have super high hopes for it, but it proved me wrong. It's a really nice foundation. So I'll probably wear it a couple more times, and in the description box I'll keep you guys updated if I really like it after wearing it for more. So far, I think this is a really good foundation, and it's on sale at Ulta for $9 right now. So if you're looking to try out a new foundation and you're interested in this one, now is the time to get it. Alright guys, so as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This will be the end of this Flesh foundation wear test. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.